Hey everybody, Bryce Henderson, Realtor of the Dogs, Custom Fit Real Estate, Keller Williams, Southern Nevada. I've got some very important information for everyone out there who has a current home loan and is wondering if they should continue to make their mortgage payment. There's been a lot of misinformation out there on the internet, so I want to try to answer some of those questions and hopefully help lead you in the right direction. The first question I get a lot is, should I make my mortgage payment? And the answer basically is yes, if you can make your mortgage payment. Don't look at this as an opportunity to maybe just pocket a little money, because it might end up having negative consequences in the end. If you cannot make your mortgage payment, and there are a lot of people in that situation right now, there is an option for you to take a forbearance. Okay, a lot of people are wondering, is it going to affect my credit negatively? And the answer is we don't really know yet. We might know more a week from now, but right now we're not really sure if it could affect your credit negatively. That's the reason why if you can make it, you should. So if you can't, then you need to contact your lender. Do not decide to just do this on your own and not make the payment without working out some sort of agreement with your lender. It's just going to end up backfiring on you. When you contact your lender, they'll set up the forbearance, which means you will not have to make the payment, but you will still owe that money. So the next question I get a lot is, well, how will I have to pay that money back? When will it all be due? I see on the internet a lot that it's all due at one point after the forbearance is over. You owe them everything, and that's not necessarily true. So there's basically 4 repayment options that'll be available to you, and you'll need to work with your lender to see what you qualify for. The first one would be where you pay everything back at the end of your forbearance. So let's say your mortgage payment's $1,000 a month. You miss 2 payments. At the 3rd month, you're going to owe your normal mortgage payment of $1,000, and then you're going to also owe the other $2,000 that you've missed. So you would owe $3,000. Most people are not going to be able to do that. That's why they did the forbearance to begin with. So your next option would be setting up a payment plan with the lender. So you would pay your $1,000 that is normally due and maybe an additional $250 or $500 that you work out with your lender what is affordable, and eventually that will be paid off, the money for the payments that you missed. The third option, which you might qualify for, would be to pay a lump sum at the end of the loan. So it could be moved to the end of the loan. It would be a non-interest loan, a no-interest loan that you would not have to make payments on. So that sounds great. But you would have to qualify for this, of course, and it would basically be a separate loan. You could pay it off early if you wanted to. The fourth option would be to just do a complete modification of your first mortgage and include the missed payments in there. So just basically redoing your loan, taking the $2,000, for example, that you missed and putting it in that loan and resetting the terms of it. So all of these options could have negative consequences on your credit, and you might not qualify for all of them. So it might sound great to just move those payments to the end of the loan, but you'll need to talk to your lender to see if you qualify, and they might not be able to tell you at this point if you would qualify it or not. In fact, I doubt they would be able to. So there's a little bit of a risk in there. And there is also risk you wouldn't qualify for any of the repayment programs. They would want all the money all at once, and you couldn't do that. And it's possible that they could foreclose on your property, and that's not something that you want to put yourself at risk for. So the forbearance is there for you. If you really need it, take advantage of it. But if you don't need it, don't use it. If anyone has any questions, DM me or leave me a note in the comments. I'm happy to help, and I hope everybody stays safe. Take care.